Warning: the following content contains language that may be inappropriate for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is strongly advised.
Welcome to the Let's Get Heavy podcast, your exclusive backstage pass to the realm of heavy music. Join us as we engage in conversations with amazing musicians across the metalverse. I'm your host, Stevie, and we're about to get heavy with Paul from Ruination, Ben from Impurist, and Steve from Culpaclisis. So let's get heavy. Right then, I want to welcome you all to the Let's Get Heavy podcast, where we like to highlight bands and try and spread a little bit of positivity throughout the metalverse. My name's Stevie, and this episode I've got, but not one band, I've got three bands, which is very rare these days. And joining we've got bands from Rumination, Impurity, and Culpaclisis. Am I saying that correctly, Steve?
No, you still
No.
didn't say it correct.
See, I still didn't do it right.
You got Impurist wrong as well.
You said mine wrong as well, so no.
You know what I mean? See, out of myself before. Still fucking failed, and I even tried how to pronounce it on YouTube. Still failed. How can you do that, eh? Anyway, can we have a brief introduction of each person and your roles within your bands?
Yeah, I'm Paul. I'm the vocalist from Ruination.
Nice to meet you, Paul.
I'm Ben, the vocalist from Impurist.
Nice to meet you there, Ben.
And I'm Steve, the guitarist of Culpaclisis.
Culpaclisis. There we go.
Yes.
That's how you pronounce it, boys and girls, if you're watching this back. It's how you pronounce it. So, yeah, like I said, honours to have you here. Thank you very much for taking your time to chat with us. We're all here because we were talking about your upcoming show in Newcastle on the 29th of March at Little Buildings. Great little venue. Anyone played before? I'm assuming you have, Paul. You're a hearty cool lad.
I actually haven't played.
You've never played before?
No.
I've actually played in the old and the new Little Buildings.
Oh, right.
Yes.
Both
times with Culpaclisis.
Right. Well, I can't remember old. Where was the old area? Same place, was it?
It was years ago. Absolutely years ago.
Right.
I think it was Raised by Owls who were headlining the show before they started taking off. But I mean, at least I think it's. I've been told it's changed location since.
I couldn't say it. Since I've been going back to getting back into gigs and stuff since 2021, I've always known it to be where it is now. It's literally a tiny building.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
it is the sweatiest place you're ever gonna probably be.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We like it.
I mean, I think it was a different location. Anyway, I mean, we're talking like the original Culpaclisis lineup was still together. You know, it might have been maybe 2016, maybe 2017. That's how long ago it was. So I might be wrong, but that's what I've heard anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Are we all excited for the show on the 29th? Is this going to be the first time you're all playing together as well? Obviously,
everything Ruination's done so far, Impurist have been involved somehow, so we've played together a few times, but we've not done a gig with Culpo yet. I've done some vocals for Culpo before, but I've actually played with them.
Bad ones.
Bad ones, yeah.
Well, in the last couple of days, I've been blasting the majority of your tunes at work, pissing everybody off, of course. And all three bands are filthy as fuck. It is brutal. It's going to fit. Just listening to some of your songs, guys, it's going to be carnage in that room. Some of the filth that comes out of your vocals, the tuning that you guys bring out as well. It's absolutely sick. But it's pretty much a very intimate venue. It's 60, 70 cap. What can fans expect from this show?
Bad stupid vocals, as Steve just put out.
Just
It's a pretty extreme show, and I've got the most like intelligible vocals that you can understand the words of. Like, you know, it's going to be a brutal night when that's me. You know.
So, how did this lineup come to be? How did this show start?
Kind of all known each other for years. Me and Ben, I think we first played together when I was in Donnycross News and got rotted at the original Damnation Festival.
Yeah, man, 20 years ago, isn't it?
Yeah, 2005. I actually started talking to Ben. I don't know if he remembers that. I messaged him on MySpace saying, "How do you do those silly vocals on Masticated by the Spasticators?" And then Steve's band and Colbo, I've known Joe for years. We did a split with one of Joe's old bands, New Roma, and I'm friends with John the vocalist, and then got friends with Steve through the years. So me and Ben both played Slamfest, what Joe from Colbo puts on, and Ben just said they'd never played the Northeast. He'd never played the Northeast before, so can we sort something out? And then hence how us three have all got together.
So this has been in the making for some time, by the sounds of it.
Since October we started talking, didn't we?
Yeah,
we wanted to do like 3 shows, didn't we? Like we wanted to do like a little tour. It's quite hard to get all the different cities one after the other. So we've sort of broken it up a bit, but we've done like Liverpool. We did Manchester recently. That was with Steve's other band, Crepitation. There's some other different ideas at different places we were playing, but we want to do more shows together because we're all extreme, we're all death metal. We've all got slightly different sounds from each other, so it's quite a cool lineup.
Is it mixing death metal grind sort of thing, or is there any other elements? Would you say that's involved?
I'd say, well, like you got from like Colpo, you've got like brutal death, like guttural slam, you know, fast riffs, and then proper low chuggy riffs, and then obviously with Impurist, you've just got like just reckoning, like I would say what like black and death metal style.
It's a lot darker, isn't it? Yeah, it's a lot more sort of sinister sound.
Really, really dark, yeah. And then Rumination, you've got like just like brutal death and lots of groove and that. It's just like a big mix, really. And then obviously each vocalist from each band. And I know everyone says like, how do you tell which band's apart? It's like you can always tell by like the different like riff styles and vocal styles. You can always tell them apart, basically. That's what I like.
I think for someone who's looking outside of the scene, who's not a fan of any form of metal, I can probably see it from their point of view where it just sounds a little bit same. But somebody on the inside who's like a fan, you can hear subtle differences, of course. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it's not all brutality and etc. But yeah, I can understand for someone looking on the outside, looking inwards.
But just class it as noise.
Essentially, it's what it is. Essentially it's what it is. And if you cannot read the band's logos, of course, then you're nah, it's heavy. That's the way I've always looked at it anyway.
Yeah.
So performing at events like these, featuring a variety of all 3 heavy bands, of course, it provides an excellent chance for some collaboration. How do you see the local heavy music scene supporting each other?
In Newcastle, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about. I was saying to the guys, man. I've been touring for nearly 26 years. I've been all over the world. I've never fucking played Newcastle, so I don't know a lot about.
26-year music career, and you've never played the tune.
I've toured Japan, America, Canada, Brazil, Mexico, Israel, everywhere you can possibly go in Europe. I've never ever even set foot in Newcastle.
I understand now why they call you the superstar.
That's why they're booking me. That's why they booked the show. I was like, man, I've got to play Newcastle. It's like a major city. I've never been. I've got to do it.
Oh, mate, you'll absolutely love the tune, man. I'm telling you now, you'll love the tune.
I'm looking forward to it, man. They're going to feed me. What is it, Palmo?
Yeah.
That's more of a Middlesbrough thing, though, isn't it? The chicken
delicacy in it.
Wait, where are you taking them, though, Paul?
I'm going to have to get one from like Manjaro's or something.
Oh, new attacking. New attacking. No attack. I love a bit of Manjaro's.
Are we in for a treat or a mistreat?
Oh, wait, mate. Honestly, if you've never tried chicken palmo, you're in for a treat, man. I'm telling you now. I'm fat for a reason, you know. Why do you think it's called Get? Why do you think it's called Get Heavy for? It's not called Get Light. It's not because of the music. But what's been the biggest challenge putting this show together for yourselves?
getting
Yeah, for me,
everyone
free, isn't it?
available.
trying to obviously organise time between all three bands because, like we were saying earlier, Liam, who's in ours, he's in about 40 bands. I think Joe and Colbo's in about 80 bands as well as promoting and stuff. And then I've been out of the scene for quite a bit until I got back in Rumination, so I wasn't quite aware of who was promoting in Newcastle now, from when I was like doing it years ago with Dawn. So I know Lee Anderson and stuff, the Bro lads, but they've got too much on. So we're just trying to find a promoter. In the end, we just went, fuck it, we'll do it ourselves.
So what was the catalyst to make you return to music then, Paul?
Time, I suppose. I've got a young family and things like that.
Yeah, of course, family first, of course.
Stuff. So, and then we got offered the Dawn of Chaos reunion, did that, started attending the odd show now and then. Now I've got a bit more free time, and unfortunately got the taste back. I got pulled back into it.
Will that be Liam's fault as well from Vulgar Fest by any chance?
Yeah, he was torturing us, trying to get us back to reform for years and years. But we were actually already in the process of doing something before Liam ended up filling in on bass. So every time he was asking us, I was like, nah, I'm too old. But in the background, we were actually sorting something out. And then
Never too old, man. Never
and then
too
he ended
old.
up joining the band. I haven't got hair to whip about now, so the fucking whiplash off my neck playing these few.
Oh, mate, why do you think I wear the hat for? There's just bald underneath this. I wear the hat now because if I take it off, you'll just be blinded by shine. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I embraced shaving the hair off a long time ago because if I kept it, I'll start looking like Devin Townsend from Strapping Young Lad. Just have like a proper skullet.
I've had a bald head since I was about 18 or 19.
I really do.
I had a full head of hair when I started. I started shaving it, and then about 15 years ago, I thought, I know what I'll do. I'm going to see if I can grow it back. And I look like Phil Mitchell. I've lost loads of patches there and shit.
I cannot unsee that now.
Yeah, that's me done, man. It's like it turns out I went bald whilst like bald, basically.
So is Steve the only one that's holding on to his hair?
I am.
Oh, look at that, man. That's disgraceful, that, mate.
We live vicariously through Steve, basically.
I think so. It's long enough for all three of us, so.
That's why Steve's doing it for Colpo, because of the head-to-head ratio in this fucking chat.
I am starting to develop a bit of a five-head now. Like,
are you going to join us, man?
You know when you're starting to go bald. When
just one of us. One of us. Just shave it off, mate. Hello, D the charity, Little Buildings. Shave it off.
No.
So for anyone that may be on the fence about coming to the show, what's one thing you would like to say to convince them to grab a ticket?
Everyone's welcome, man. Everyone's always welcome. If you've got a good attitude, you show up. It's like I always find people think like death metal, it's brutal, it's like sick, it's dark. You find the most fucking warm people in the world in these places. If you don't know anyone, you want to come by yourself, turn up, just start chatting to someone about music or anything, they'll chat to you, man. It's like a brotherhood, sisterhood. It's a family.
Ben could not have said it better myself, mate. Then that's just metal to me as a whole. It doesn't matter what show you go to. I've always had that sort of camaraderie when I go to a show. I can go to a show by myself if I need to, and I've always felt like I'm in a safe space with a lot of people. So couldn't have said that better, man.
Not only that, but just do it, just go, because you've missed a show. You've probably missed a great show, so just go, and chances are you're probably going to love it, and it'll make you want to go to another one. And
who says when can this lineup actually feature in Newcastle again? Do you know?
26 years.
Yeah. Showcase of like
we're all in care homes. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
I was saying, if you want to see a showcase of heavy UK bands, this is probably one of the best to come to. Like,
yeah. I'm hoping I'm off for it because I really do want to get down. Obviously, I'll stand at the back because I'm too chicken to get in them pits. But
that's why you all stand now, man. Don't worry, Like, so I always give a little shout out to the people stood at the back. I'm like, you're good, man. That's why I stand now. It's all fine.
I'll stand at the back, but yeah, man. Looking forward to it. Like I say, I hope I'm off for the show. Any potential surprises or guest appearances during the show? If you can give anything away.
I mean, John from Imperius there as a surprise half the time, isn't
it? So how important is the live experience to your band's identities, and how does it differ from your recorded music? Because obviously, what's recorded is completely transcribed different live, isn't it?
It's just for me, it's the once you've recorded everything, you put all your energy and your time and your effort into recording it, and then after that, it's like it's done now. Don't have to do it again. But then you got to do it live, but you got to put even more energy in because people coming to paying to come and see you. So if you're just stood there and you're not making the effort, yeah, there's been many times I've gone to see a band and that I'm basically just watching a bunch of statues. I was like, if I wanted to watch this, I'd just go stay at home and just watch them play live play a live show on YouTube. But when you're seeing like a group of guys, girls, whoever on stage just giving it full on energy, headbanging, just going nuts. You think fucking hell, these guys or this band's sick. I that's something I like. I like to give it energy on stage, and I mean, as much as it hurts me the next day, but I still do it because obviously people are coming to watch you, and there's nothing better than right as a heavy slam riff comes in, and then you just, I'll come back up after the headbang, and I can just see the crowd just going nuts, and that's just what feeds me, and that's what I love about about playing shows live. It's completely different to recording. Like I say, once you've, I recorded our latest EP that's coming out soon,
Mm.
and our latest album. I recorded all that at home on my own. And it's just not the same. You're just sitting there, you're like, yeah, okay, playing, done. But stage, completely different environment altogether.
Is the tour that you're doing in support of your EP release, is it, or?
I mean, the actual EP is not actually released yet. I mean, I don't even know I'm supposed to be talking about it, but I mean, well, yeah.
Didn't put yourself in any situations.
No. No, there wasn't really any like plans and we were originally just gonna like self-release it, but someone actually picked us up, said I'll release it for you.
Mm.
But no, there was not really any major plans for like this run of shows for it, but it's also worked in good time for it, basically.
Sweet. So you've all played shows all our Ben. You've obviously toured the world, made pretty much, apart from Newcastle, discussing. Um, do you tailor your set list or stage presence specifically for smaller venues like little buildings?
You get your half hour, whatever it is, half hour to an hour, whatever set you're playing. You just fit in what works best live. I don't think I've ever changed anything based on where I'm playing. It's always the same thing. And like with this, the band, the Imperials have only been going for a couple of years, but we've done like death metal shows, black metal shows, hardcore shows. We're not changing anything to sort of try and like facilitate those crowds, but we still go down well, and that's all that matters. So you're going to get us as we are at every gig, hopefully, as long as the sound's good and we're on top form that night. That's it, really, isn't it? I mean, the thing is, you got Imperius put out an EP about a week ago. Rumination have just put out their first EP, so it's new stuff coming out. Coppo have got they brought their single out recently as well. So yeah, there is part of it is you're going to hear all our new stuff. Imperius, we've only got 6 tracks. That's about half an hour. So you're going to get all of our songs apart from the instrumental. I don't know. I can't speak for the other guys, of course, but yeah, that's it. We just got those 6 songs. We have to play them and
use the instrumental as a bit of an intro, maybe.
No, it's kind of like an intro to another song. It's got a trumpet on it. It's like probably a first for a death metal band having a jazz
trumpet.
Jazz trumpet.
Death metal.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
Yeah, no, it's got you got
definitely different.
It works surprisingly well, though. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the name of that song? Because I'm going to have to check that out after this.
So Prelude to Pestilence off the first EP, and then the song after it, Pestilent Plains. At the end of that, the trumpet comes back in again. It's just like some local guy. We did the whole EP, both EPs live. So we just had some guy come in and he just chucked a bit over the top, and we just mixed it in. It sounds fucking great, man.
I mean, I've seen a few bands starting like incorporating sax into like a Gamma Bomb start. They had like a saxophone solo type thing, like a thrash
Yeah.
band, and I thought it was genius. It worked really well. But trombone, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, my dying bride, they had
I'm still waiting for the fucking triangle, me mate.
a triangle.
Well, there we go. If you come to the show, there's one of the guest surprises. Then you can jump on.
Yes, I've been fucking waiting for someone to give us me chance on the triangle on stage. I'll hold you to that, Steve.
We'll
Mate.
make it up.
I'll hold you to that, mate. So, well, I've totally where I'm at. There we go. So, after the show, what's next for each of your bands? Any upcoming releases or any further tours, projects?
For Colpo, I think we've got one more single to release before the full release of the EP. And then I think it's the end of April, we're off to Prague. We're playing a festival called Groovy and Stinky.
Love that name.
Yeah,
That's brilliant.
it's the guys from Gutalax.
Right, say no more.
Yeah, they run that festival every year. So I played there. I think it was last year with Crepitation. So this year they've invited a couple of places over. So yeah, I mean, I literally only booked my flights last night as well. So
what about yourself, Paul? You've been quiet for the last 5 minutes.
We're playing the pre-show of Wafflefest, which I'm looking forward to. Got some absolute genre heavyweights on there, like Defeated Sanity, Skinless. So Impurist are on that one as well, and Steve's other bands on that one as well. Got 2 other shows we're waiting to announce, haven't been confirmed yet. And then we've got the whole leg of with us 3. Is that July, Ben?
18th of July, I think. Yeah, it's our hometown show. Hull, same lineup. I think it's the 18th. It's a week, but it's the week before Wafflefest. I know that much.
I'm assuming after that show, though, Imperious will be headlining. You're kind of like switching around, sort of thing.
Oh, no, same. So
same, just keeping the same.
Yeah, Coppo have been going longer from us. They're sort of more veteran-y than the rest of us, I guess. So they're headlining it.
Fair enough. And is there any future plans from yourself, Ben? Of course.
Yeah, we've got Wafflefest coming up. I'm trying to sort us out on quite a diverse bill soon. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but we've got a few other things coming up soon. Just going to have to keep you out. I can't talk about all of it at the moment.
Of course.
But we'll just take whatever comes our way. Really, we're happy to sort of play. We want to play as many places as we can. Just try and get a bit more momentum going as well.
Yeah, and where can people find your band's music? I know Spotify because I've been listening to Spotify for the last couple of days, but anywhere other platforms where people can find the band's musics?
Well, the usual platforms, like you go through DistroKid, they'll stick it on everything, like Apple Music, YouTube, Spotify. We've got a Bandcamp. There's another Impurist in Alaska, so we're impurist1.bandcamp.com.
Right.
Instagram, I think we're impurist_. We're easy to find anyway. Just look for we got a little sigil, like symbol. You find that. That's how you find us.
Next one. Anyone else? Steve?
Paul?
Who's gone first? Where can we find your band's music other than Spotify?
We're on Bandcamp, Rumination DM, Instagram. I don't think we're up on Spotify or anything like that. I'm letting the young ones sort that out, Joy and Liam, because they're a bit more tech-minded.
There must be a different band called Rumination on Spotify than that I found.
I think that's like, is it a thrash band or
No, there was quite brutal death metal.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we've been uploaded or
pretty up there, man.
Quite possibly. I mean, personally, I try if I can. I try and do everything through Bandcamp because that's where you guys get all the proceeds. Do you know what I mean? Well, more proceeds than what you get on Spotify, of course.
It all goes into recording the next stuff as well. If you like what we do, all of the bands, and you sort of buy our merch, you get our CDs, tapes, records, whatever. We can do a full length album sort of end of the year, hopefully. So,
mate, for me personally, I fucking just love metal, all forms of it. To be honest with you, I've said this on quite a few of our episodes where it's a genre that supported me mentally, emotionally for so many years, and that's why this podcast kind of exists, where it's just to give something back to bands like yourselves, because feed me with endless entertainment, joy every day. Do you know what I mean? So it's just my way of giving back to people like yourselves who create music and
Yeah,
help
it's
so many
always there
people.
for you, isn't it? The music, it's always there, no matter
It,
what's going on in your life. You've always got it.
yes, it's always there. If you're having a shitty day, straight away, you know what I mean? You can pick up your phone now, and it's in the palm of your hands. It's all there for you. So
Yeah.
that's why I try and go through Bandcamp, just to try and help and support the bands, of course.
Yeah, good
Well,
on you, man.
even the likes of this, like what you're doing now, like it gives like other fans more insight to the bands and how the members are. You know, you look at like big bands and you see like backstage videos or like little documentary videos and stuff like that, and you get to see what they're like backstage and like on behind the scenes. And it's kind of like this, people who are big fans or will watch this and they might get a laugh out of it or they might just find it really insightful.
Mm. I feel COVID's got a lot to thank for this sort of thing.
Yeah,
Because obviously we're all stuck indoors, sort of thing, and we're trying to keep some sort of the scene alive. So yeah, people were just wanting to talk, and Zoom calls started happening. So that's why I think I think about God knows how many thousands of podcasts there are out there now. Do you know what I mean? It's
oh
hard
yeah,
to keep
definitely.
track
Yeah.
of them all.
Well,
But yeah,
that's how we wrote our second album.
mm,
90% of it was written over Zoom.
mm.
Because yeah, we not long started writing it just before COVID had hit.
That must have been a canny
Um,
challenge.
yeah. So I think we had like maybe one or two songs already written, or two or three songs. um, and then obviously lockdown hit. No one could leave their houses or meet up or anything like that. So we just decided, right, let's get on Zoom. We'll share screens. Um, Joe and I use a software called Guitar Pro. So we were just, it's basically like a software where you can tab out music. So you can write riffs and then you can play them back, and it's all like MIDI. So it just sounds like an old like SNES or something,
Yeah,
or Game Boy
like the old like
sounds.
16-bit sort of stuff.
Yeah, pretty much. And yeah, we were just like coming up with ideas, and like then I would save it, upload it to Google Drive or so, and then he'd download it and he'd have a little faff about with it, and then send it back. Then we'd send it to Lewis, our drummer, and then he would then, because he didn't have an electric, I think he had his Lecky drum kit. I can't remember. Um, he would just then get on his computer and just program drums to it, and then send it all back. And then John, while listening to all the MIDI tracks, he'd just be writing lyrics. Um, then once we got like the programmed drums, then I would then record some ideas, actual guitar ideas down, and then send them to Joe. He'd put bass down to it, and then we were just coming up with demos like left, right, and center. It was only when we were finally allowed to like get together, um, Joe and I would then meet up in our rehearsal room and just work on some of the riffs, um, film them, and then send them to Lewis because obviously he lives in Manchester, so it was always a bit difficult for him to get down all the time, down to Liverpool. So once we'd send him everything, he'd then program, and then once he finally got to a drum kit, he'd practice them. And yeah, when we finally were all able to get into a room, we just started jamming them all out and perfecting them. And then when we felt like we were ready to record, that's when we booked studio time for drums.
How was them first sessions on Zoom? Did you find it weird at first, or
Yeah, they were very
did you just
awkward.
pick it up fairly quick?
Yeah, yeah, it was pretty awkward at first. Like it was just weird, and like trying to think of like guitar riffs on the spot with no guitar. Like I'd be sat at a dining room table or something, and it'd just be like, I've got nothing, and then I'd walk away. I'd be like, actually, I've got all kinds of ideas. Um, but yeah, eventually, it helped us massively, and it helped us to produce what we've got today, which we're like mega happy about. It's probably the best we've sounded in a while.
Nice, nice. Well, we are getting a little bit slightly off topic, but it's quite all right. So for each year's, we'll start with Paul, work our way around. What are your thoughts on the importance of independent venues like Little Buildings for fostering the growth of underground music?
The scene can't survive without it, really, can it? That's why it's important people attend these type of gigs to keep these venues open, because you're seeing it pre-COVID, after COVID, like venues struggling and shutting down, which then doesn't give us the artists anywhere to perform. So it's imperative, really, that we keep helping and if it's even a case of like me and Liam putting shows on ourselves to help support these venues, you've got to just keep helping fund the scene, essentially.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate. Any other thoughts, Steve, Ben?
There was a great venue in Liverpool called I live near Liverpool as well, so great venue called the Caledonian. It's like one of the oldest pubs that's just closed because they were great. It was a vegan pub. It was live music most nights of the week, and they're gone. They're a bit of history of the city, and it's finished. And it's just because they can't afford to keep going. So little venues they're essential, especially if you don't want to just listen to the usual shit that's like Taylor Swift or like Ed Sheeran or any of that stuff. Songs I can't even tell you what those guys sound like, but I know who they are because they're huge. If you don't want to see just that music, you want to see sort of more niche stuff. You need to support the venues as well as the bands, otherwise there's gonna be nowhere to perform. I mean, yeah, we can hire a scout out or something, bring a PA along, but it's it's a lot more of a hassle. It's like there's no an actual venue with a bar, back sort of PA system, sound engineer. You can get as many shows as we can that way. So you keep
Right.
supporting the venues and keep this going forever.
Some of those shows as well cost an absolute fortune as
Yeah.
well. Do you know what I mean? I can't even imagine how much a Taylor Swift ticket costs.
Well, I mean, this one we're doing in Newcastle. What is it, Paul? It's like £6-7 or something like that. It's like
Tenner.
Bargain.
Yeah.
Is that tenner on the door or £6 advance sort of thing?
Tenner advance, 12 quid on the door.
there you go.
Right. £10. Three absolutely amazing bands. You're gonna get an absolute fantastic night. The atmosphere is gonna be brilliant. You know you can attend on your own and you're gonna be safe. Like Ben, you said it yourself. If you didn't know anybody, you're immediately gonna find somebody who's got the same sort of interest in with you anyway. Do you know what I mean?
You make friends for life at these things. So,
Couldn't agree more.
I
So
mean,
you get a
look at us now.
Hmm.
Like it was only a few months ago I met Ben.
yeah.
I knew who he was, but I didn't actually know him personally. And then like Paul, unfortunately I met him, but like I met him through it was through John and Joe, and then now we're here, we're getting together, we're playing shows together.
Having all grown up in completely different parts of the country as well. I'm southeast, Steve's northwest, Paul's northeast. So how else would we have met other than this?
Yeah. Couldn't agree more, man. And for the sake of £10, do you know what I mean? You've all said it. You're possibly gonna meet your next best mate at a show. Look at the price of this Black Sabbath reunion tour, whatever I call it. Well, 300 odd quid. I think it was wrong. It's a canny lineup.
So 600 minimum, wasn't it? I think. You're not going to get. I saw Sabbath in the late 90s at Ozfest. I'm sure most people watching this probably saw that as well of a similar age. It was Black Sabbath headlining with Ozzy opening beforehand. You're not going to see that when they're in their 50s. You're going to see sort of Ozzy's going to be struggling, bless him. Fucking king of rock music. He's going to be struggling. You're going to get. It's not going to be the same. And people are spending like 600 odd quid on this to see like fucking Lars Ulrich come up and fuck it up for everyone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw Sabbath in 05. I'd download and Ozzy could hardly move then. So I think it's going to be a bit more of a live aid. Like you're just going to have other people singing Sabbath songs, and Ozzy will probably come on, shout fuck or something, and then get wheeled back off.
I think so.
But yeah, like how much that you've. It's just ridiculous prices, man, isn't it? And because of stuff like that, it hurts the smaller venues as well. So now we're for the sake of £10, an absolute bargain in my opinion. Get yourselves doing. To anyone who's watching us back, support the three amazing bands, and you're gonna have a night that you can remember for the rest of your lives. And you're gonna meet some absolutely fantastic people as well.
It's like prices like that as well. Like sometimes it can be quite frustrating as well because you'll see people will spend all that money to go see a huge band play the same songs that they've been playing for the rest of their lives, but then they'll begrudge paying £10 to come see some local bands playing new material and just giving it their all. You know, it's sometimes it can be quite frustrating. And as you said about like the Black Sabbath prices, like I'm pretty sure I saw someone on Facebook saying they spent like 450 quid on a ticket. I thought I'd never pay that, never. Even if I absolutely love the band, it's just a ridiculous price.
Bloodstock is what? It's like half, if not even less, and that's a full weekend.
Yeah, and you get to see
that's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Well over 100 bands.
And you're gonna get one night for that price is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, I mean, like, don't get me wrong, you know, like it's an iconic band and stuff like that, but you know, it is a ridiculous price. And I mean, I like fair enough, all of the size of the show and you know, the venue and all that stuff, you know, everything, they've got to make their money back somehow, but you know, it's a bit ridiculous. You know, and then you see like small venues like struggling, you know, to try and get maybe 10 or 20 people through the door, you know, for a tenner.
Yeah. I think we can be on the subject. Sorry, go on. What's that, Ben?
10 quid. It's like how many drinks you get for 10 quid? 2 or 3, something like that. People spend like 4 quid on a cup of crap coffee. You know, they don't want to spend like a quid on a song or like a 10 on a gig. I mean, you know, if it ain't for you, I get it, obviously, but you know, you don't get a bill this heavy hitting Newcastle very often. I've never been there, so come and see me if nothing else. You know what I mean?
Yes, come see Ben, the superstar. He's toured the world, guys. Look at that one. And you don't have to pay extra as well, because you probably have to pay VIP passes and stuff if you want to go and meet some of these bands. I mean, as soon as these guys come off stage, that's it. You can have a bit of a chat, bit of a laugh with them.
Yeah, it doesn't work without the audience. You know what I mean? So we still hang out the front always.
Yeah, probably mucking into the mosh pit yourselves.
Oh no, too old for that.
Yeah, so glad I'm not the only one.
Don't hit my back and handle that.
Couldn't agree more, man. Couldn't agree more. So we're coming up to some random questions, and when I say random, they do tend to get a bit very random. But the Get Heavy community will absolutely kick my ass. And being from the Northeast, if I don't ask this question, what are each of your Greg's orders?
Oh, what?
Greg's.
Greg's.
You know what Greg's is? Greg's is.
I don't eat pastries.
It
cripples me. I get indigestion.
Oh, really? Oh, come on.
I do too, but I still got to go for it because I'm fat. So, but I mean, the obvious ones, obviously, you know, can't go wrong with a sausage roll. You know,
of course, they're absolutely elite. The sausage roll,
good old steak bake and a chicken bake.
Bean and cheese melt as well.
I'll have a steak bake then. Go on.
Stop it! I've not had tea yet, so...
Fight through the indigestion, mate. Fight through it. It's worth it. I'm telling you.
Yeah, buy a couple of sausage rolls and a bottle of Gaviscon, and you'd be laughing.
So.
Yeah. What about yourself, Paul? Did he give you your order?
What would I go? I'd probably just go for something like them little potato wedges or something you can get now when I'm getting my kids a sausage roll. I'm bored.
A weak answer, that mate.
I'd much rather go for a parbo or a nice steak somewhere, to be quite honest.
Oh, mate. To be fair, that question came from, I don't know if you've ever come across a band called Boz. Yourself might have, Paul, being in the Northeast. Boz from the Northeast, like a sludge and doom and stoner band, and they're funny as fuck. But that's kind of where that question originated from, through them. I was doing a live interview with them guys, and someone asked what's your Greg's orders, and it just stuck from there.
I mean, by all means, if anyone's going to be anyone watching this is coming to the show and you want to get me a sausage roll or something, you know, because it's going to be like a bit of a long drive for me, and then, you know, when I arrive, I'll be hungry.
I might just do that just for you, Steve. Just for you. I'll be the one to bring you that, just to see the full glory on your face and to share joy. And I'll be like, "Yep,
I'll be
I
very
brought it."
grateful.
Yeah, undated now, man.
Yeah. I'll probably get a text message or something. Oh, where the fuck's that Steve at from Get Heavy? He said he promises me sausage roll.
Yeah, this is my rider.
Get in. Um, if you could choose one cheesy pop song to cover in the style of your music, what song would it be?
To cut a long story short by Spandau Ballet.
Nice.
I've just listened to that song like over the years and thought someone could do a wicked metal version of this song. So I'm throwing it out there, man. Someone cover that track. To cut a long story short.
There we go. Anybody else?
I've got so many cheesy pop songs that I love. I would actually be up for doing an album of them.
Really?
I couldn't choose just one.
My getting drunk song used to be Hungry Like Wolf. Probably do that.
I want to see these at I want to see these on the 29th. So you've got plenty of time. You got just under what, 3 weeks? Roughly.
I don't consider any of this stuff cheesy, by the way. I was brought up on this stuff, man. Like in the
Yeah, same.
80s, my mum was playing pop music in the 80s, and it was really good back then. I think that was the last time pop music was seriously good. All those bands sound different. Duran Duran, Depeche Mode, Spandau Ballet, Tears for Fears. They all got their own sound, write their own music, probably with some external help as well. But you know, they for the most part they write their own music, play the instruments, and it's just fucking. It's great music. Still got me playlist. I'm still hammering out all the sort of 80s pop stuff. So
Nice.
yeah.
Have you seen the video of Nine Inch Nails with Gary Newman doing cars? It's fucking amazing.
Yes.
Fear Factory did that though, didn't he?
Yeah.
They did. I think Gary Newman actually joined them for it as well,
Yeah.
which I thought was pretty sweet.
I'm a '90s kid, so like,
Likewise.
you know, I will fucking. I haven't got an issue with their blasting some Spice Girls out, some Aqua. You know,
My man.
Our last
Banger
one's
Boys.
make the big reunion.
Nice.
Give me some
I said
Dr.
We
that.
do
Jones, you know.
We do a live Twitch stream every week, and we've done it for 4 years. And no lie, for 4 years, we end on S Club 7, Reach for the Stars. Every stream for 4 years.
Oh, man.
But when our last drag mate that big reunion, it was on a bank holiday, and I said, well, if I'm going to this, I'm on this session all day. By the end of the night, she's got videos of me top me lungs singing Bewitched. So that's my street cred gone.
That's some CLAV, is it? Go on, son. Go on.
Just in the background going, hey, hey, hey.
Yes. Guys, you know, I'm gonna if I can get down to the show, if I don't hear a cover, I'm gonna be disappointed. I've said you've got 3 weeks, you've got plenty of time to get one learned. Get all the bands on stage, even though it's a fucking tiny stage. Make it work somehow.
I try to play a snippet.
That'd be pretty sweet. That'd be pretty sweet.
And we do that in rehearsal as well. We just end up like busting out like new metal covers like in between our own songs, and then we just get ahead of ourselves.
If you chuck Steve a sausage roll, he'll play anything you want him to play.
Noted. Cheers very much for that. What if we get 2 sausage rolls? If we get a pack of 4?
Well, you know,
Fuck.
He couldn't dress
There's
this
no
like
saying
scared if
what
you
will
get him a pack of 4.
Pack of 4 sausage rolls. I think I'm in for a good night, lads. Don't know about you. If the bands had to survive a zombie apocalypse using only musical instruments as weapons, who's most likely to survive, and what would the signature zombie slaying move be?
Hmm.
good question.
We've only got one person who actually plays an instrument here at the moment, haven't we? So it'd have to be the garrote, wouldn't it? Take the E string off, garrote the motherfucker.
Then you got to faff around taking it off then.
What about cymbals though?
Close.
Cymbals from the drums? Yeah, I mean, use them as
Oh,
football.
we can pick any instrument.
Yeah, any instrument you want. It doesn't have to be yours exactly. Do it any instrument you want.
I'd just fucking clump him with a tuba, I reckon.
That's brilliant. Yeah. Anything else?
I'd probably say a pointy like BC Rich Warlock or something. It'd probably do some damage, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kerry King style.
Carl Sanders' Egyptian guitar.
What's them ones? What is it? Nile, I think it was. Literally, the headstock was literally a spike.
Yeah, that's it. It was Carl Sanders.
Is that what it was? Was it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And like the head of his guitar's got a spike like this long.
Yeah.
Jab.
To be fair though, something like this, like the spikes that you get on like people's like arms and stuff like that, and the legs and shit, they're pretty lethal as well. There's a band from Sunderland called Yersin, and Rob, their guitar player, he's got like shin pads. He's literally makeshift shin pads, and he's got like massive spikes on them. They would cause some damage.
No, because if it's like 28 days late and you get some splatter back off them spikes, you're infected, aren't you?
Oh well. This is it. See, Paul's thinking ahead now. Like so.
Depends what kind of zombie apocalypse it is. Yeah.
Exactly. If we're talking like old school Night of the Living Dead, yeah, you get away with that. But if it's more like 28 days later, you're fucked if you're close.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely thinking outside the box there, like Paul.
Misspent youth, that mate. Listening to Gore out and watching zombie films. That's why my life's fucked.
Oh, that's brilliant. So, if the band's music was a flavor of a flavor of ice cream, what ingredients would it be? What ingredients would it contain, and what would the flavor be called?
Shit sandwich, man.
That's not an ice cream I would try, mate.
That's the idea, isn't it?
Well, if you Google the colpocrisis, the actual colpocrisis meaning, then I'd call it the strawberry prolapse. Or the cherry, the cherry prolapse.
Sounds like a song, that, mate.
Hey, you never know, might be upcoming.
I've got blue bubble gum with a bit of sprinkles. I'm going to keep it a bit.
Nice. I'm sorry, I'm buckled on the strawberry prolapse. That's brilliant. One more. Where's me list of randoms? You've been tasked with writing a heavy metal theme song for the Newcastle United mascot. I hope any new football fans in here.
I'm a Sunderland fan.
Yeah, I do. And Steve's from Liverpool. You a football fan?
Surprisingly, no.
No, it's probably for the best because Newcastle's played Liverpool in the cup final this weekend, so it's probably for the best. And we're not hold against Paul for supporting Sunderland. It's not his fault. But yes, you've been. To be fair, I'm asking this one. I can probably say what this is going to. But if you were tasked to be writing a heavy metal theme song for the Newcastle United mascot, the Monty Magpie, what lyric themes and musical style would you use?
Probably do the old Alan Shearer song that Sunderland fans sing. Something about punching horses. There's a few I could go down, really, isn't there?
I had a feeling something was going to come, wasn't it? Anybody else?
I'd probably bust Gaza out of wherever he's currently being held and get him to redo Fog in the Tyne. I mean,
oh, you're not getting Ant and Deckwood, like.
No, fuck off.
Get some PG and Duncan.
Yeah, oh, Jesus.
Let's get some Ready to Rumble on the gun. Anything else? No.
I'm completely oblivious to like footy related stuff.
Probably for the best. Like, to be fair, like Steve's probably for the best. So, guys, before we do call it a night, is there anything that you guys wish to plug for any of your bands before we do call it a night?
Just this show coming up. If you're coming, it's the 28th of March. It's a Friday night at Little Building.
The 20th or 29th?
28th.
Is it?
Yeah, 28th.
28th, right.
Friday the 28th. It's a Little Buildings in Newcastle. 3 death metal bands, brutal as fuck, all a bit different from each other. You know, come out, you'll have a good night with us. Come see us, hang out, nice. drink, rock out if you're rocking out, you know.
Anything else, lads?
Yeah.
Just keep supporting the local scene, keep supporting venues. Bands like this couldn't survive without everyone's support. So yeah, just keep supporting metal.
Nice. Where can we find the band's social pages? Is it all just
Facebook,
Yeah,
Instagram?
Instagram, Facebook, Bandcamp, it's all Rumination DM.
no worries? Any like abbreviations or anything in the name, just in case there's more than one band with the same name?
Yeah, just DM on the end of ours.
Just DM for yourselves.
Yeah, we just we're Impurist1 at Bandcamp, Impurist _ on Instagram, and I think we're just Impurist on Facebook, so it should be easy enough.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Of course,
us,
all links will be in the description of the videos and descriptions of Spotify, etc., for you all to find, along with the ticket link for the show. And lastly, guys, I'm going to leave you with this: the rules of the pit, or the rules for life. When someone falls, we pick them up.
Pick them back up. That's it.
Thank you very much for your time.